Building we have in the heart of the city for a heavyweight fight that goes to the heart of this blue ribbon, glamorous division of our beautiful sport. Fabio Wardley and Daniel Dubois from the Co-op Live in Manchester on May the 9th. A compelling, explosive clash for the WBO Heavyweight Championship, live on DAZN. Alfie Sharman here from DAZN on the top table, presented by Queensberry, king of the heavyweight stable, Hall of Fame promoter Frank Warren, with us today. Sam Jones, Riz Khan, Don Charles from Team Dubois, Michael Ofo, good to see you from Team Wardley, and of course, the fighters themselves. 22 wins in 25 fights, 21 by knockout. From here in London, former amateur standout and former heavyweight champion of the world, Daniel Dubois, the dynamite man. The real-life Rocky storybook, unbeaten in 21 with 19 knockouts from Ipswich, the WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Fabio Wardley. That sound good, Fabio? It does, doesn't it? Don't blink, 40 knockouts between them with a 95% KO ratio. I, for one, thought Fabio might get a soft defence. Daniel might get a little warm-up back from Usyk. But no, Frank, no. We get the battle of the big boys. How on earth did you make this happen? It's a terrific match.
It certainly is, and thank you for gathering here today to see the guys. This fight is a fight both of the fighters wanted. You know, as Adam just said, Fabio coming off of a real good run, winning a world title in style, and saying that he wants a big fight to make sure that if he comes through, he gets into an even bigger fight. And then you've got Daniel coming off his loss, who said, no, I want to go straight back in the deep end, I want to fight the best. So we made it happen. It's probably one of the most easiest fights we've ever had to make. It's so easy to get these guys in. You know why? Because they're fighting men. As Adam said, 95% knockout ratio. Do not blink, because this, from the first bell, you're going to be on the edge of your seat, seeing something extra special on the night. And I'm delighted that Queensberry put it on, that I'm involved in it. I'm delighted it's on DAZN, the home of heavyweight boxing. And this will be another sellout show. The atmosphere is going to be unbelievably brilliant. And we're going to see, I generally believe, the fight of the year.
Frank, there's something special, isn't there, when two Brits fight on our shores for the world heavyweight title. I think it's 33 years or something since we saw Lennox Lewis and Frank Bruno. So many great fights over the years. Where does this rank as a match on paper for you?
On paper, it doesn't get any better. I mean, you've got it on the side of here, I can see it, 95% KO ratio. That tells you one thing, excitement. These guys don't take a backward step. As soon as the bell goes, they come forward and they let their shots go. And that is what will happen. You know, you haven't got to be an Einstein to understand and know how this fight's going to pan out. They are going to let their bombs go, and we'll see what happens when the first one lands.
Fabio, the WBO championship of the world in front of you. Before I ask any more, how does that feel to be champion after your journey in this sport, which has been one of the most unusual ever?
Yeah, look, obviously it feels fantastic. It's a fantastic thing to achieve in amongst my career, and like you say, especially kind of where I came from in terms of where I started and how things went. I think any boxer that gets into the professional game at some point, they want to obtain a world title, and I'm immensely proud of myself for being able to achieve that and pull that off. But it's not just me, it's the team around me, the support, the faith, the belief, because like you say, I've I've been doubted at every turn, or every step has been a step too far, and I've kept the key people shoulder to shoulder with me, side by side, same team, same people who have always kept the faith. And look, we've got all the way here to a world title, and now on to a fantastic defence.
I saw that Portman Road, then it was the 0-2 against Joseph Parker, then it come much tougher. You got the title. In the old days, maybe a nice first defence, a little simpler. This is very tough. How highly do you rate Mr. Dubois?
Yeah, look, I rate him very highly, and that's the reason I picked him as an opponent. Like you say, it's a voluntary, which means I had my pick of the litter, I had my choice, and I picked him out. I chose him because, look, I looked at the roster, I looked at the list of names, and I said, that's the best name on the list. That's the best fighter out there. That's the best fighter available. He's the one I'm going to get the most credit for in terms of taking that scalp and taking that win. And I think, as evidenced by my career as a whole, I'm not one to take the easy route. I'm not one to take the smooth paths. I want to be remembered as a fighter who never ducked no one, who never shied away from a challenge, who always took on the biggest and best comers. And I think that's the best way to manage a career, but that's the right way to go about being a world champion.
As fight fans, I'll tell you what, we just love that attitude. But Daniel, to you, I mean, the same thing applies. You share a ring with Alexander Usyk at a packed out Wembley Stadium. You've been in with AJ Hrgovic. You come back, and this isn't easy. You go straight back into the fire. Did you need that? Did you need a challenge like that straight away?
Yeah, definitely. I need challenges now where I'm in my career. I need the big names and the big fights, and I'm going to be fully up for this more than I've ever been before. Yeah, this is exciting.
No warm-up fight needed, straight into battle.
Nah. All experiences I've had in the past have prepared me well for this moment.
You have had the experience as a professional, being in with so many big names. Do you think that might be the difference come May the 9th?
Yeah, my experience, my skill set, and just this, pedigree what I have, you're gonna see on the 9th.
And do you think it has to be a knockout either way?
Yeah, heavyweight boxing is knockouts, but I want to show my skills, showcase what maybe you haven't seen before from me, and do it in amazing, devastating fashion.
More from the big boys a little later, talking about showcasing fights. The global home of boxing is DAZN. Alfie, what a wonderful fight on May the 9th, and so much to look forward to before then as well.
So Parker was the #1 choice out there.
Right, and
Justice Hooney.
Wait.
Justice Hooney, I believe.
And carry on.
90% of heavyweights out there.
Carry on.
Fraser Clark.
Carry on.
What did Fabio do to Fraser?
Carry on.
It's only because Fabio is a very respectful person.
Anyway, like I said, talk is cheap.
If it was me there,
You won't hear any more from me.
Gloating about
Talk is
Fraser
cheap.
Clark. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap, but we're here to talk. We're here to sell the fight. And the reality is that when that bell goes,
Said it correctly.
when that bell goes, I promise you, Fabio Wardley is going to be in Daniel Dubois' face, and there's nothing that any of you guys
Not
are
when that
able
big,
to do
horrible
to
jab
stop
hits his
what
teeth.
Fabio Wardley is going to do to him.
Big horrible jab.
If I can interject, I dare you to fight like that. Okay, I dare you to approach the fight like that. It'll be even over quicker than you can blink. Don't blink.
Don, you say talk is cheap. I love listening to you though about why you think your fighters are going to win on the night. What's your case for Daniel against Fabio, who hasn't been beaten and has proved himself to become a world champion?
Daniel Dubois is a specialist at taking people's zeros. His record suggests so. Check his record. He's very good at beating unbeaten fighters. And like I said, I don't have a lot to say to them. I have to respect that we're here to interact, and that's why we're here at press conference. But I'm going to make it short and brief. Refer to his record. It suggests he's very good at taking zeros off people. The team, I know the team very well. I know them, I know their DNAs. I have a history with Fabio Wardley. He knows that. I'm not going to expand on that today. They know really, but I don't blame them. I don't expect them to sit here and say, oh, we're just going to keel over. But please tune in
Yeah, we have a winning history against your gym. We have a winning history against your gym.
Pardon me?
We have a winning history against your gym.
You look at I'm talking about Daniel Dubois. This is before you, Michael, 1 minute.
Winning history against.
This is before you got involved with Fabio Wardley.
We will continue to have that winning.
Michael, look at me, please. This is before you got involved with Fabio Wardley. I know his journey, and I'm really proud of him. That is true. Yeah, it's unfortunate he has to face somebody that I'm working with in the name of Daniel Dubois. I won't say anymore, I promise you.
Can I just
Junior,
I can feel
Junior, and don't blink. And
Feel the
don't.
energy. Feel the energy up here with some big men. It's a fantastic energy. Frank, I'm going to come to you before I go back to the main men. It's what we want to see, isn't it, before a big fight?
Well, that's what you're going to get. You know, this is going to be, and I'm repeating myself, something special. And I must just say one thing. What a well-turned-out pair of fighters they are, aren't they? This is like Savile Row show. But this, exactly. But this is, these guys, they know what's on the line. This is to get to the even higher level. The winner of this will be fighting in a big stadium fight. That's what's going to happen in a massive, massive barnstorm of a fight. But to get there, they've got to lace them up between the two of them. We're going to see who is the best on the night. You know, both camps are passionate about their charges. Both of them really do believe it. And the fighters believe in themselves. So it has all the ingredients of an unbelievable event.
I can't wait for a stadium show maybe in the summer, but this is going to be a barnstormer. Daniel, you've heard all the talk between the teams, different feelings up there. How confident are you 10 months on from filling out Wembley Stadium but not getting that victory over Usyk to come back and regain a world heavyweight title?
I'm full of confidence for this one. Full of confidence, you know, raring to go. And I've got to take his oath. I'm going to be the first man to do it. And, you know, just can't wait to go, man.
Your man Sam Jones says you flattered Fabio Wardley. Is that what you're seeing as well?
Oh, yeah, victory.
By knockout?
By knockout, by any means necessary, but victory.
And back with Don, sitting next to you up here, back in the farm, training you. How is that going? Really enjoying it again?
Yeah, we've got a solid team here, and yeah, we're going to show on the night.
Fabio, danger coming your way. You've seen it once or twice before. You've won early, like against Fraser Clark in the second fight. You won late against Justice Hooney and Joseph Parker. How do you see this one unravelling on May the 9th?
Yeah, look, my power is proven. First round, last round, one way or another. If there's time left on the clock, I'm taking you out of that fight. Like, you're not making it to the final bell. And I know a lot has been made of the back and forth with Don and Daniel and their moving trainers. Honestly, for me, like, one trainer, two trainer, no trainers, I couldn't give a shit. It means nothing to me. He's not going to get in the ring and help him. All it's going to be, the bell's going to go. It's going to be me and Daniel, and I'm going to be staring in his face, throwing bombs at him, and we're going to see if he can weather the storm. Which, look, if we're looking at proven records, it proves that when things get dicey, he's not really up for it. He's not really game for it. So we're going to really see on the night who's really got what it takes to come through and
Fuck
take
that,
their
I've
name.
got what it takes, mate. You're going to see on the night. I've got what it takes, boy.
We're going to find out. We're going to find out if he's really got what it takes.
Daniel, what happens May the 9th? Prediction.
Yeah, knockout, skills, you know, skills pay the bills, and that's what we're going to do.
Skills pay the bills, but it will win. You'll win inside the distance. Another one on your record.
Yeah, it's called Don't Blink for a reason.
Don't blink, we won't. 95% knockout ratio apiece, Fabio. Do you flatten Daniel Dubois and put a serious dent in his career?
Look, I flatten Daniel, clean him out, wipe him out, leave him there. I know, look, but Don saying, I dare you to step to the ring and walk into the middle of the ring and have it out with him. Don, I don't need daring at all. I'll do it on my own. It's no bother to me whatsoever. You've seen me before. And like you say, all respect, but you know me. You know how I fight. You know my heart. You know what's in me. I don't need a dare. I don't need you to bet me. I'll walk into the center of the ring and I promise you, your man will be taking the first step back.
Don't blink. 19 knockouts for Fabio Wardley, 21 for Daniel Dubois. They've only ever been the distance once apiece. So it should be explosive. Let's bring the boys together down to the